yisroel saba, chapter shtiyah. The stone, the foundation, the stone of drinking, the stone, the foundation of the world. At the closing of Simchas Torah in the synagogue in Tzfas, Rabbi Yisrael sings happily together with members of the congregation. The redemption has already been close for years, and now we have reached the final time. Now we are in darkness, but there will be light in every house and every yeshiva. There will be a great light. It will be a new world. All the world will be only for God, only for the Torah, only for faith, only for truth. It will be a world for God, given to keeping the Torah in faith, in truth, that Rabbeini's fame should spread. That is the redemption. Rabbeinu himself will supervise everything. Everything is in his hands. All the creation, all the world, all the Torah, all of Israel. This is an amazing affair that was never before in the world. The time of the redemption has come. The tzaddik is the holy temple, he is everything, and Ribbeinu is an entirely new matter. The main light of the world is Ribbeinu. He gives us life, renews us, he enlightens us. This is a matter that was never before in the world knew. All that we know is not even a drop from the sea of the greatness of Ribbeinu. Nothing can compare. It is all like nothing compared to his greatness. Only Ribbeinu revealed a drop from the sea of his greatness. Such wisdom, such might was never before in the world, cannot be found in the world. He informed us of a drop from the sea of his might, such a wonder and might that had never before been in the world. All of this is not even a drop from the sea. It is not me who says this. From my side, who am I? Rabbeinu and Rabbi Nosson let us know a drop from the sea of how we are all dependent entirely on Rabbeinu. All our rectification and all our life. The essence is Rabbeinu. I am the river that purifies from all the stains. Who? What tzaddik said something like this? If not the Mashiach. In all the Talmud, there was not one rabbi, one tzaddik. None of them said such words like those of Rabbeinu. And he said, Rabbi Shimon is the Ir V'Kadosh, the holy, the angel that descended from heaven. And now there's the flowing river, source of wisdom. And now there is the flowing river, source of wisdom. So he already prepared everything for us. All the healings and all the salvations and everything. He is all the Torah and all the wisdom and everything. All the healings, everything. Ribbeinu says that he teaches God how to relate to us. He gives him advice. He teaches God how to behave with us. He teaches God how to behave with us. He gives him advice on how to act with us. Yes. Whoever said words like these, such a holy and awesome tzaddik, such wisdom and truth were never before in the world. We need all his healings, all his new ideas, all his teachings. All the sages will fall and be ashamed before Ribbeinu, before his wisdom. All the world will be ashamed. Oy vey, if I had not merited to know Ribbeinu and his holy student Rabbi Nosson and all his holy students, and to taste from their light. This is a new light that had never been revealed in the world. All the words of Ribbeinu are all our life. Every word splits the heavens. He makes such rectifications that had never been since the creation of the world. There was nothing like this. For Ribbeinu is new. Ribbeinu was in the world, but no one knew about it at all. And Ribbeinu and Rabbi Nosson informed of it. And they wanted to kill them. They survived him miraculously through great miracles. Rabbi Nosson, how he rose above the whole world, and they said that he should be killed. And it was through great miracles that he remained alive. And he laughed at everyone. Ribbeinu and his holy student Rabbi Nosson laughed at all the world. Ribbeinu was in the Holy Land and conquered it from the non-Jews for us, to rectify us. He will rectify the whole world, each and every one in total perfection, total repair. He has everything. The holy temple, the holy of holies, the shtiyah, the rock foundation. He has everything in his possession. He rises above everything. Breslov is everything. It is the holy temple, the holy of holies, and all the salvations of all the Jewish people. We are dependent on Ribbeinu. All the redemption is Ribbeinu. Ribbeinu is the essence, the essential vitality of all Israel and the land of Israel and the temple. He is the light of all the Torah. He is the foundation. All the Torah is received from Ribbeinu. The Holy of Holies receives from Ribbeinu. Everyone draws life from him. He is the Redeemer and the Savior. He is everything, Ribbeinu. You do not know it all about this. The whole world does not know it all about it. With our words, we coercen the words of Ribbeinu. One cannot express. It is forbidden to speak. Such wonders. Aha! What I suffered is impossible to describe. Everyone pointed with their finger. Those are Breslovers. We were two, Rabbi Yisroel Kaduna and I. I came from Yerushalayim, and they did not want to shake my hand. You are Breslov. I hope to God that amazing things will come to pass. All the redemption is dependent on this, that people will learn his books and fulfill. Then the redemption will come. The main point, Rבינו already revealed the final redemption. Rבינו already revealed everything. Every word of his is all the Torah in its entirety, and all our essential vitality and the vitality of all Israel. The redemption is already here. It is here already. It will be a very beautiful wedding. All the land of Israel will dance and rejoice. All the land of Israel, the people of Rבינו, chapter Don't Give Up. A group of newly religious people, together with some veteran followers, came to Rabbi Yisroel for encouragement and service of God. Oh, Rבינו, he is unique in all the generations, in that he merited to serve God at every moment. He accepted upon himself all the torments, and all the pains, and all types of trouble for God. He said to God, I won't leave you, I won't leave you, I won't leave you until you help me. The people of the great assembly were great tzaddikim, and they established for us to say, please God, save. Please God, give success. Please God, give success. Over and over, not only twice. This is more than twice. This is again and again. Now is the time of the days of the Mashiach. Rבינו will be revealed, who cried with such cries, Gval, don't give up hope. Despair does not exist. Despair has no existence at all. Gval, don't give up hope. Despair has no existence at all. Gives emphasis to the word gewalt with a loud voice. If the world would accept this, it would be a new world. All the world cannot stand in the face of one word from Rבינו. He already cried with loud cries, despair has no existence at all. Gewalt, don't despair, don't despair. Despair has no existence at all. They should know and believe that despair does not exist at all. Enough. That already has conquered the whole world. One word from Rבינו, it is all the Torah and all the salvations. Oh, how Rבינו shouted with such cries, Gval, don't despair. Gval, don't despair. Despair has no existence at all. The cries of Rבינו were truly as if he had no more strength to shout. Cries that reached the heavens, Gval, don't give up hope. Despair does not exist at all. He shouted to all the world. He shouted with such cries for the sick with no hope of healing. Gval, don't despair. Despair does not exist at all. Gval, that is the language of a very great warning. One could die. Gval, don't despair. And why did no other tzaddik not cry out with such cries as these? Because he took this from God himself. Don't give up. Despair does not exist at all. God says, despair does not exist at all. Rבינו laughs at all the world. He already conquered and continues to conquer the whole world with one word. In one word he conquers the world and says, Gval, don't give up. Despair does not exist at all. He already conquered the whole world. If people would listen to Rבינו, the whole world would already be repaired. Not to despair and not to fall, only to be strong. Despair does not exist at all. They will not be ashamed forever. All those who hope in you. From Peter. What do you think? I know more than you all. I know more than you all. Despair does not exist at all. He will conquer us and all that we have. He will bring us from death to life. But in a whisper, he enters the world and informs them, Gval, don't despair. Despair does not exist at all. Why does despair not exist at all? Because I am in the world. And there is one who cries, despair does not exist at all. In brackets, he points with his finger at himself. Rabbi Yisroel Kaduner had a habit of crying out, Gval. In the strength of the Rebbe of this, in the strength of this, Rabbi Yisroel served God with such service, such faith, such truth. He took it from Rבינו, Drusha Geshank, a gift for the discourse of the Chasana. The beggars, referring to the story of the 7 beggars from Sepira Masters, the children, the bride and groom. They were already well known among the beggars, and everyone knew of them, that these were the children who had been lost in the forest. They made a wedding from the feast of the birthday party of the king. They took all that was left from the feast and made a wedding canopy and made a wedding. The children said, where is the blind beggar? If he were here, the blind beggar, oh, it would be very joyous. It's a wedding. It ought to be very happy. If he were here, it would be very happy. Then he said, I am here. I came to your wedding. I'm here. The beggars gave gifts to the bride and groom, to both of them. Drusha Geshank, a gift for the drusha, for the discourse. The children had everything good. What is Drusha Geshank? Gift for the discourse. Despair does not exist at all. They did not know and still do not know what is Rבינו. Do you know? I am Nachman. Do you know who I am? I am your Rebbe, the Rebbe of all the Jewish people. I shouted and I shout. Despair does not exist at all. Here in the book there's a picture of the title page of Meshivas Nefesh. Chapter to ask and to pray. Rabbi Yisroel sings, the harvest has passed, the summer has passed, and we have not been saved. Oh, that melody is from Breslov people. It was sung during this Boididis. The Breslovers went to the forest at night, and it was a time to shout. The harvest has passed. This refers to the month of Elul, the end of the summer. The whole summer has passed, and we were not saved. The days of our lives are vanity. The harvest has passed. The summer has ended, and we were not saved. In the month of Elul, the Breslovers would go to do his Boididis. They cried with such cries in the forest from the depths of their hearts to God, "Where are we? The harvest has passed. The summer has ended, and we were not saved. When will we merit repentance? When? It's already the month of Elul. The harvest has passed. The summer has ended. This was all our hope. It has all passed, and we were not saved. Soon we will go to the world of truth. What will be? The harvest has passed. The summer has ended. All our lives have passed. Oh, it has all passed, and we were not saved." This is a strong awakening. It is not just this year's harvest. The harvest has passed. This is all our life, and we were not saved. Oy, oy, Breslov people. They had another song that they would sing. It is a new melody. They would sing this after midnight, after saying Tikkun Chatzois. It is a battle. Tikkun Chatzois is weeping. Then the Breslovers wanted to comfort themselves, and they sang during what it is. "For God will comfort Zion, will comfort all her ruins, and will make her deserts like Eden, and her desolate places like a garden of God. Gladness and joy will be found there. Gladness and joy will be found there. For God will comfort Zion, will comfort all her ruins, and will make her deserts like Eden, and her desolate places like a garden of God. Gladness and joy will be found there. Thanks in the voice of song. Thanks in the voice of song. Gladness and joy will be found there. Thanks in the voice of song." God has all the healings and all the salvations, livelihood and every need. He has everything, and He is merciful, and He has mercy, and He wants to give us and gives us. Just by giving us the Torah, we already have everything. We need to pay attention to what we need to do for income. For every matter, we need to pay attention. We need to pay attention to what we need to do for income, for every matter, to pray with faith to God. "Father, have mercy on me. I need this, give me this. I need children, give me children. We will not be lacking anything. Father, give me." Immediately He gives us every item. "Give me income. Father, have mercy on me. Give me this, give me this." He listens and can help, and helps and will help us. He listens and can help, and helps and will help us. We have everything good, everything we need we have. And He gives immediately. To speak with God as if with a friend. That is what Rבינו wanted. That we should speak to God as if with a good friend. One can speak to God to tell Him everything one is experiencing. Telling Him, "What do you say? I need this and I need this." To speak with God about everything one wants, everything one needs. To speak with Him as one would speak to his son and to his father in normal language. To pray to God in simplicity and faith. We need to connect ourselves and believe in God about every matter. Rבינו revealed the matter of his Boididis. To speak and cry and speak with God. Thus said Rבינו. His Boididis, one word, and it encompasses everything. Each Jew needs to pray to God about every matter of the Torah that we should merit to fulfill and be informed and to know, to strengthen ourselves in faith and to fulfill the commandments. These are very easy things, to speak every day with God and to pray about every matter. "Master of the world, I did such and such. Have mercy on me, merciful Father." We need to pray to God each and every day with great faith and to pray about every matter. Then everything will be all right. We need to yearn with a strong desire and to use our time very well, to know that every day I must do His Boididis, to be involved with His Boididis, to speak to God in a special place. His Boididis is a great joy. It is a great thing. It brings a man to powerful light. His Boididis, to do His Boididis, to ask from God about everything we need, to pray to God. Rבינו revealed the greatness of the matter of His Boididis, to speak with God like we are speaking, to tell Him everything, to pray to Him. And the Gemara says, if only a person would pray all the day, the more that one prays, the better. Prayer to God, vitality. Prayer for vitality. Just as one needs to eat, so one needs to establish a time and to pray to God about every matter. Prayer is above everything. Yes, the world does not know of this, but Rבינו revealed it. We need to live by it. It is hard to speak to God. One needs to be very stubborn in service of God and to do even what is difficult to do and to fulfill. We need to wait and to ask of God until He will have mercy on us and we will merit to have good words, to ask and to pray. This is higher than everything. The matter of prayer and faith is above everything. It is all our vitality. All of our Torah speaks about and conveys to us how to merit to serve God in truth. We need to be strong. The world does not know at all about the matter of prayer, which is the main point of the whole world, the main point of life. The whole world is far from this, and we are also far from it. We need to strengthen ourselves to bring this closer, to guard this carefully, to fix a time and place to do what it is. This is more important than anything. Rבינו revealed this. We need to fulfill. We need to practice and believe and fulfill this. What we see, that everyone falls into material desires, it is all because we did not receive the healing from Rבינו. The main point that can save us, prayer and what it is. Everything that Rבינו says, we need to give our souls for it, to fulfill it, especially the matter of what it is in prayer. That is the principle of all the principles, and all the world is far from this, far from prayer, far from the Torah, far from the Torah, from the commandments, far from everything. Rabbi Nosson rose above everyone. All that Rabbi Nosson achieved in drawing people close to Rבינו was through his boidedus. All of them came close to Rבינו in truth, in self-sacrifice. But Rabbi Nosson is a unique matter. He received all the words of Rבינו and he gave his soul to fulfill them. He cried before God and spoke to God and merited through his boidedus to be illumined by Rבינו. I am far from prayer and from everything. I am ashamed. That is the main point of all of Rביnu's legacy, his boidedus and prayer. In any case, I am in pain and suffering about this, and it gives me some comfort that at least I know that Rבינו was demanding about this. Happy are we that we are the people of Israel. We have faith in God and in the Torah. We need to be strong and to yearn that we will merit also to serve God in truth. Only we out of all the world. They don't know at all that there is a creator, that he created the world and he rules the world. They are non-Jews. The non-Jews, also the Jews who do not believe in God, in the Torah, they will also be rectified in the end and will come close to God in truth. Only the non-Jews, animals, mules, but the Jews, we have the Torah which teaches us about every detail. Every word of the Torah is all our vitality. We need it. Every word of the Torah. Rabbi Yisroel is asked to make a pidyon for children who will survive. I don't make promises to anyone. I say that one needs to pray, and then in the merit of the good deed, in the merit of the tzaddik, he will assure that you will have children. So leave it to God. May God bless you and give you many good children, and that you will merit to educate them in the way of the Torah and faith and truth. God should bless you with all the salvations and all the blessings. Rabbi Yisroel is asked to bless a certain man concerning finding a wife. If you would continue and do what you have already done, more and more and more, each day and each week, oh, what you would reach. If you would pray and strengthen yourself, you would already have children and grandchildren, yes, and all of them would serve God through the Torah and the commandments. So, but even so, a little is also good. May God bless you with all the blessings and all the salvations. What you need, God will give you soon, all the salvations. When Rabbi Yisroel is requested to meet with a certain man who had just arrived to visit him. The thing about me, I am nothing. The main point is prayer, that each one pray to God every day for all that he is lacking, all that he needs, to ask for mercy from God. We should merit the fear of heaven and to observe the Torah and the commandments. And if, God forbid, we fall, then there is Rבינו, Rabbi Nachman, who does not let us fall. God will help him. All the things that were said to you, say them before God, before the tzaddik. The main point is Rבינו, Rabbi Nachman. The main point is to learn his books and to fulfill what he teaches us and to believe in him. What he says, that is the law, that is from heaven, that is all our vitality and hope. God brought him into the world now in this darkness, that it should be reversed, that all the world should come close to God and to the Torah and to faith and to truth. That is the main point, to believe in God and to pray to him, to believe that God created us and he wants us to believe in him and to believe in the Torah and the commandments, and we will be children to God. That is the purpose. That is life. Without this, there is no life at all. Without Torah, it is not life. It is the life of an animal. There are animals who go on all fours, and there are animals who go on 2 feet. In the world, there are animals that wander about on 2 feet and also speak. Rabbi Yisroel is asked, where does one find the heart to serve God? Everything is with Rבינו. Oh, we need to speak simply with our mouths, what is written in the book, to say it with our mouths in simplicity, and to believe that God hears all prayers and every good desire that we have. God knows everything and helps us and wants to help us. We need to long for this and pray to God about this, that we will merit to know God, that we will merit to believe in God, and to be involved with and observe the Torah and the commandments. That is the foundation of life. That is it. All our vitality is from the Torah and the commandments. That is all That is all of life. The central point is the heart, to yearn, to pray to God, Master of the world, merciful and kind, have mercy on me, that I will merit to know you and to serve you in truth and faith. That is it. That is the point of life. A life of faith, of trust, a life of joy. That is joy. If not this, then tomorrow or the day after one dies. What joy is there from that? What is left from all of the desires, from all of it? We are the Jewish people. We received the Torah, and we are the people of the Torah, the people of God. Rבינו says, what does a Jew have to do in the world? What work does he have? To pray and to learn and to pray. That is his work. We need to search like one searching for a treasure, to search how to merit to live a life of Torah and faith, a life of joy, a life that can be called life. Faith is all our life force. We believe in God, that he listens to our prayers. Every day we speak with God and ask and pray that he will help us, and that we will merit to pray to merit. And that we will merit to pray, to merit to serve God in truth. Oh, yeah. Every day we speak with God and ask and pray that he will help us, and that we will merit to pray, to merit to serve God in truth, to repent in truth. One chapter to learn and fulfill. Rabbi Yisroel joyfully sings a song that the rest of Chassidim were accustomed to sing. This world is nothing. This world is nothing. Now is the time of the redemption. Rבינו came to the world and revealed to us that we are far from God, and we need to search for ways to serve God. Rבינו teaches us and reminds us that this world is nothing. The essential thing is the world to come. The main thing is to serve God, and if not, then one is sleeping. One does not need to sleep very much, nor to eat very much, only with intelligence, with wisdom, only to speak about what we have, readily available. Brackets meaning needs careful end brackets. One needs to remind oneself that this world is nothing, and to remember that the main point is to serve God, to learn the Torah and fulfill it. That is all. Now, Rבינו is already in the world. He came to draw us close to the service of God, not for money, and not for prestige, and not for fame, not to be a sophisticate and pursue money and prestige. No, that is a mistake. Until now, no one knew. Until now, there were only major rabbis. Pride, this is nothing. As long as Rבינו was not in the world, no one knew of this. Now that there is already Lekita Maran and Lekita Tfilis and more, we must not sleep, and we need to search for ways to serve God. For without service of God, without prayer, without faith, one is not human. One is not human. All of this is nothing, for money is nothing, eating is nothing, sleeping is nothing, desires are nothing. All of it is nothing. The main thing is only to serve God, to involve oneself in Torah and prayer. That can be called life. But without this, a person, the world, it has nothing. It has no life. There are people, but they have no life. They have no vitality. From the Torah, the essence of life is the Torah, for it is your life and the length of your days. Without the Torah, there are no days, no life, nothing. One sleeps through all the years and days, sleeps. One sleeps another night and another day and another night, and does not know and forgets the purpose entirely, to serve God and reach the world to come. Why is one living? For what purpose does one sleep or eat? For faith, in order that we will have energy to remember that there is a world to come. This world is nothing. Now one is here, afterwards he is there. Oy vey, what is all this eating and sleeping and craving? What is this? This is life. This is called life. This is sleep. This is nothing. It has no vitality, no permanence. If we do not serve God without faith and Torah and prayer, what do we have? Nothing. Every moment that passes without Torah and without prayer is nothing, worth nothing. This world is nothing. What? More bread, more money, more cravings? People search only for money and prestige. Was the world created for this? Is this why we are living? What is there in this? This is not life. Death is better than life like this. The world talks and talks. One wants respect, another wants pride, another wants something else. People want only this world. But Rבינו came and said, this world is nothing. The main point is only the world to come, and to search for God, the Torah and prayer and faith and truth. We need to involve ourselves with serving God, to rise early in the morning at midnight, to search for ways to serve God. But without this, nothing has any worth, not the Torah and not prayer. The essential point is the true tzaddik who brought down vitality to us. Vitality is prayer. That is what Rבינו said. Prayer to God, vitality. We say prayers to God, vitality, but Rבינו revealed to us that the main point is to serve God. Without this, there is nothing. One sleeps, does not do anything. The world recounts. There was a man who did not have a livelihood, so he traveled to search for some way to profit and support himself. In any case, he went to search for a livelihood, and he dreamed that there was a Jew with such and such a name, and in his house there was a treasure worth millions. And this man who dreamed this dream was looking for an income, but he did not realize the income was already in his house. Thus, it is with the service of God. If we do not learn the words of Rבינו, we do not know. Then he is present in the world and we do not know about it. We have a treasure in our house, but we corrupt it through our deeds, through our cravings and negative things. We corrupt. Oh, it is a great pity you have a limited amount of time to live. Every minute is accounted for, and if we do not pay heed, if we do not do what is needed, then the time is very short. But we have such a Rebbe who reveals to us. He guides us and instills wisdom and intelligence in us to know how and what to do in this world. Rבינו says in Torah 62 in the Kitam, through the eating of a Jew is caused unification between God and the divine presence, face to face. I remember when I learned this teaching, and it filled me with longings for the world to come, face to face. That is a high level, not back to back, face to face. I had such longings, face to face. Oh, I want face to face. What this is, what one can reach in this world. We were created for this, so that there would be made a unification with God, face to face. Oh, how far we are from this. Oh, how far we are from this. Rבינו speaks in shortened form and also with wisdom. We need to pay heed and understand what he is saying, what he is teaching us. He teaches us about every matter, how to live and how to eat and how to sleep. Happy are we that we have a Rebbe like this. Rבינו says we should not be like the camel and the mouse. The camel is large. The camel or the elephant is large and very strong, and the mouse is small and weak. We should not be like the camel or maybe the elephant, that when the mouse comes and grasps the rope, he leads the camel or the elephant where he wants, and the camel goes after, or the elephant goes after him. Thus it is with us. We are strong warriors. We have Rבינו. We need to be very careful to accept on ourselves the wisdom and knowledge of Rבינו, which is all our vitality in this world and in the world to come, all our vitality and hope, everything, only this. We need to speak about this all the time, how to merit to become free of cravings, to break them, yes, all sorts of advice how and what to do. We know that the primary point is prayer. One needs to pray even in one's own room, or one can go to the western wall or to the graves of tzaddikim here in Yerushalayim or in Sfas. Yes, prayer is faith. Without this, God forbid, one falls. Yes, it is very dangerous without the true leader. Without the tzaddik, we have no strength to win this war, and Rבינו purifies everything. I am the river that purifies from all the stains. He purifies us, he renews us, purifies us, repairs us. It is all for us to clean us of the cravings that tzaddik revealed to us in his holy words, how to clean and purify ourselves from the cravings, only to serve God. All the creation was for this. All of the creation was for the Torah, that the Jewish people would receive the Torah. We need to learn and fulfill all that he revealed to us, all that we learn in his holy books, to fulfill it with self-sacrifice, to fulfill immediately. Yes. Are we sitting here just to talk? We need to accept on ourselves and fulfill. If it is difficult, so it will be difficult. And you will love the Lord your God with all your heart and all your soul and with all your wealth. Passage from the Shema. Rabbi Yisrael is asked what one should do when it is difficult for him to study. So there is prayer, Tefillah, yes. We must give everything to God, all our strength, all the body, everything for God, to be strong. Difficult, all that is more difficult is better. Faith in God, rejoice in God. There are now such wonders like nothing that was ever revealed in the world. We ought to have become such holy tzaddikim like none that had ever been in the world before. We have such wonders. Oy vey, how can one lie in bed when there are such wondrous lights in the world like nothing that had been since the creation of the world? It had never been revealed. Only Rבינו revealed a drop from the sea. Now Rבינו is already in the world. There is already in the world a very amazing thing. All the money and all the cravings and all the pride is worth nothing. Now the redemption is already here. There's Lekita Maran and Lekita Tefillah, Lekita Halachas and more. Oh, what we have. We need to be strong to learn his words and fulfill what he teaches us, what he reveals to us. We need to struggle and strain and to instill in our memory that this world is nothing. The main point is the world to come. Oh, the world says, what? This world is nothing? Yes, we need to remember and not to sleep, to eat a little, just enough to give us strength to speak to God, to speak words of Torah and prayer. When one eats, one needs to say a blessing, and so more and more and more. The Torah teaches us how to be Jews, not non-Jews. The non-Jews do not believe in the Torah, and they have no Torah, they have nothing. One who abandons the Torah and prayer entirely has no vitality at all. Life passes and one sleeps through all the years, all of one's life, and does not know what What is life? What is the Torah? We need advice and we need Rבינו. He reveals to us all sorts of wisdom and all sorts of true advice on how to serve God, how to live. Rבינו is already present in the world. There's already Lekita Tfilis, Lekita Maran, Lekita Halachas. So we need to serve God constantly, day and night, to know how to live, what we have to do in this world. The melody of this world is nothing. This is a very beautiful melody. What is life for? For what? For cravings? For sleep? No, only to instill the light of God in our hearts. How to serve God with Torah and prayer. To learn the Torah and ask, Master of the world, have mercy on me. I learned such and such. Let me merit to fulfill what I learned. That is the essential point, to fulfill. Master of the world, let me merit to understand, to hear, to learn and to teach, to observe and to do and to fulfill all the words of your Torah in love. We are living only to learn Torah. Pray to God to fulfill the Torah. To fulfill what we learn, but not to learn Torah for ourselves, for prestige and reputation and money. Rabbi Yisroel is asked, when one learns Torah and prays among other people, how does one escape from respect? There is no time for respect, no time for cravings, no time. The main point is only to learn Torah and fulfill it. For this world was created. For this the world was created. For this we are leaving. For this we are living. For this the world was created. For this we are living. We must not sleep and not think about anything else, nothing, not money and not prestige and not ... Only the essential point, to learn the Torah and to fulfill the Torah. This is why the world was created, and this is why we are Jews, the receivers of the Torah. All the world does not want to receive the Torah, only we, the Jews. But who are the Jews? Not those who want prestige and money and to be famous in the world with a big fanfare. That is not called life, no. We need to speak a great deal and fulfill the Lekita. We need to wake up and implant true life in our hearts, to spend our days and our time only on Torah and prayer. Torah, to learn Torah, and prayer to fulfill the Torah. That is our life. If not, there is no life at all. In the book, there's an illustration of teachings and prayers, a letter in the handwriting of Rabbi Shmar Yohi of Berdichev, the brother of Shmerel, student of Rabbi Avram but of Nachman. The letter. We are living only to learn Torah and to pray to God to fulfill the Torah. That is the essential point, to fulfill, to learn Torah and to ask, Master of the world, have mercy on me. I learned such and such. Let me merit to fulfill what I learned. This is why the world was created. This is why we are living. One chapter, joyful always. A chassid came to Rabbi Yisroel after reading the books of Rבינו about the great importance of joy in serving God. For joy and gladness draws down all the healings for all sorts of diseases in the world, and joy is the primary vitality of a person and the main holiness of Israel. Oy, 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 how much we have, the Jewish people have at every moment and every time, Torah and commandments. God prepared for us Torah and commandments and such life, such money and such life. Keeping the Torah and the commandments, such money and such life, keeping the Torah and the commandments. For what are we living here? Why are we here? Only to keep the Torah and the commandments. Women, to what do they merit? What do they have? What kind of life do women have? They need to give birth to children and to raise them and to teach. Women, to what do they merit? The Gemara asks. What do they have? What kind of life do women have? They need to give birth to children and to raise them and to teach and train them in the Torah and the commandments. This is our work in this world. Our holy forefathers Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, they gave us the holy Torah, whose every word is all our vitality, which teaches us what we have to do in the world, to bring children to the world and raise them as it is written in the Torah, to believe in God and the Torah and the commandments, to tell them to be joyful always. We already have work, such work. Rabbi Yisroel is asked how it is possible to be joyful all the time. With faith, only with faith. That is the primary vessel for joy, faith and prayer. Thank God, we need to rejoice. We need to strive with all our strength to be joyful and to thank God that He does such kindnesses with us. We have kindnesses and such good gifts that are beyond imagining and beyond value. Thank God that the name of Rbinu's father was Simcha, joy. He is only joy. Rabbi Shlomo Wexler was a holy man. He said, we have nothing except for the words of the son of Simcha of joy. The son of Simcha of joy. That is Nachman. Rabbi Nachman, son of Simcha joy. Fortunate are we that we merited to draw close to Rbinu. He is the joy. He is all our vitality, all our joy. He is everything. Oh, how much Rbinu spoke in his holy books about joy, especially the joy of the holy Shabbos. Rbinu said that joy is a healing for all the body. Joy. It is written in the Lekita Maran. It is a major commandment to be joyful always. Not only to be joyful, but always to be joyful. That is a good thing. Such joy. There's no life like this in all the world. Only with Rbinu. Only with Rbinu there is. There is such joy. There is no life like this in all the world. Only with Rבינו there is. But aside from Rבינו, there is not in all the world. Rבינו prepared healings for each one word. It is a major commandment to be joyful always. With this, we already have all the healings in the world. Rבינו is the only one who said it is a major commandment to be joyful always. A commandment is a great thing. What is the commandment? To be joyful always. So let's see who wants a major commandment. We can find this commandment here and here and here, in every place. Rבינו gave us such a commandment. It is a major commandment to be joyful always. What is joy? To rejoice in God. There is no joy in the world, only in the Holy Torah and the commandments. We have Torah and commandments. That is the essence of life. That is joy. Without this, there is no life. Oy, the Torah of the Jewish people. Oy, the Holy Torah. Miracles and wonders that God does for us to illumine us with the light of God, the light of truth, the light of faith. The Torah and the commandments is all our life, and thank God we have this for free, as much as we want. Happy are we. This is all our joy, all our life. The Torah and the commandments. We are Jews, the people of the Torah and the commandments. There's no life aside from this. To believe in God and in the Torah and the commandments. Without this, there's no life at all. No world, no food, nothing. We are a unique people in all the world. The Torah is our life, our primary vitality, for it is your life and length of your days. At every moment of our lives, we have such a Torah and mitzvahs. Shabbos, Passover, Pesach, festivals, matzahs, sikkahs, tefillin, tzitzis, what we have all our lives, every moment. Mitzvah, mitzvah, mitzvah. God created the world. We are nothing. God gave us our houses and all that we need. For what are all the houses, all the money? God gave us good gifts, rooms to serve God, to learn and fulfill the Torah and the mitzvahs. We are one people from all the world, the holy people, and the land of Israel is one land from all the world, the Holy Land, the land of Judaism, of the temple, the non-Jews. What do they have? They have no life at all. We can elevate ourselves above all the non-Jews, above the whole world. We merited to receive the mitzvahs, the Shabbos, the festivals, the Torah. There's no goodness like this found anywhere else in the world aside from in the Torah. Every mitzvah is a possession that is not to be found anywhere else in the world. Every mitzvah. Is there wealth greater than this? We are wealthier than all the non-Jews, wealthier than the whole world. One mitzvah is worth more than all the world. What do they have? God loves us. He gives us such gifts that are worth the entire world. We, the Jews, laugh at all the world. The non-Jews have nothing. They have no life. We, thank God, have mitzvahs every moment. We have the great mitzvah to be joyful always. What is joy? That God did not create me a non-Jew. Yes, we can be joyful constantly that we were not created non-Jews. That is continual joy. Is there a life better than this? That He did not create me a non-Jew. That He gave us His Torah. There will be joy beyond our conception. Such joy. So, be strong, be joyful all the time. It is a great mitzvah to be joyful always. How fortunate we are to be Jewish, that we believe in the Torah and in the tzaddikim. Ashreini, how good. We are fortunate. How good is our portion, and how pleasant is our lot. God created us and gave us. The Jewish people gave us the Torah. Who can speak or express this might? All the world did not want to accept the Torah. There was not. Only one nation in the whole world. Only the holy people. Only the people of Israel. They merited to receive the Torah. We are the Jewish people, the people of God, the holy people, the people of the Torah. We are people of such might that we are able to receive the Torah. All the peoples, all the world cannot receive the Torah. No nation wanted to receive the Torah. Out of all the nations, only we can receive the Torah. Only the people of Israel. Only a nation of mighty ones. The primary might is intelligence, wisdom. The essence of life is wisdom. Wisdom gives life to its possessors. God gave us the Torah in order to know how to live and what we need to do in this world. The Torah teaches us there are things one needs to know, what is forbidden and what is permitted, how to live, what to eat. Not like the non-Jews. They have nothing, no Torah and no mitzvahs, and no life, nothing. The non-Jew does not learn all the day. He has no time. He needs to work and to eat. He eats straw and is happy. He has no worries about any service. He is always only standing and eating and drinking and excreting, not more. That is all. A mule. That is his service. The whole world is such. All the non-Jews know nothing, only to be given to eat and drink day and night. That is all. For what is he eating? For what is he living? Why did he come into the world? He does not know a thing. Without the Torah, there's no life. He knows nothing. Such is the life of the non-Jews. We thank God, bless God every day, and say to him, blessed are you, Lord our God, King of the world, that you did not make me a non-Jew, did not make me a mule. What is a non-Jew? What is a non-Jew? A mule. If we were non-Jews, if we were non-Jews, we would not have any vitality, nothing. He is like a mule. Is there anything better than the Torah and the mitzvahs? Thank God we are Jews, the people of the Torah. We are human, but all the non-Jews, mules, they have nothing. No Torah, no mitzvahs, just mules. We have the Torah. That is the core of life, the main joy. We need to prevail with all our strength to guard the Torah and the mitzvahs, and to believe in God and in the Torah. We are always talking with God. Do you want to eat? No, it is forbidden to eat. Wait a bit, not like the non-Jews. First, one needs water to wash one's hands. Well, now can we eat? No, not yet. First, we need to speak to God. We need to blessed are you, Lord our God, King of the world, who brings bread from the earth. One may not eat without this. If one eats with the blessing and washes one's hands, as the Torah teaches us, good. And if not, go away, go away. We make a blessing. It is godliness. We make a blessing that he created this thing, brackets, upon which we are blessing, end of brackets. The non-Jews do not know this, but we always speak with God. When we eat, we speak with God. Blessed are you that you gave us grapes. You gave us such gifts to speak with God always. God gave us grapes and all the fruits. For what? In order to eat, that we should have strength to serve God. And also there is an after blessing. We always have something to speak about with God. Always God speaks with us here. God speaks with us here and hears us. God gave us the Torah, gave us this, gave us this. God gave us the Torah, give us this, give us this. He gives us and loves us, that we are human beings and not mules. Thank God we have much to be happy about, much to enliven us. A holy Torah such as this and all of God's mitzvahs. This is true life, eternal life. The life we have. We have Torah and mitzvahs for every moment, for all the course of our lives. We always speak with God. When we wake up from sleep, we open our eyes, immediately we speak with God. I am thankful before you, living and enduring King, that you returned my soul to me with compassion. Great is your faith. Well, we are always ready to speak with God, always. Blessed are you, Lord, that you gave me life and sustained me and helped me reach this time. We say this when we are eating matzahs on Pesach, Passover, when we are eating in a sukkah. We constantly pray and speak with God, always connected and bound to the root, the Creator. May He be blessed, who chose us, who created us. We have a telephone free of charge to call to God, and we are always free from all work, only to learn the Torah and fulfill the Torah. Every mitzvah and every word stands and endures eternally. Every mitzvah and every word stands and endures eternally. Just as when we speak here and it is heard in America, so we speak with God. We speak here and it is heard in heaven. Every word and every thought. We have every word and every thought. We have a telephone. Torah and mitzvahs. We need a telephone to know how to put on tefillin, how to make tzitzis, how to keep the Shabbos. We are taught at every moment what is the work we have to do in this world, how to fulfill the mitzvahs. We need only to speak. Blessed are you, God. We are tied to the heavens, to God, to the Torah and the mitzvahs. We constantly speak with Him, day and night, always speaking to Him, free of charge. Telephone. We are constantly involved in speaking to God through the Torah and the mitzvahs. When we say words of Torah, every word, every letter is such life and joy that cannot be found in the world. There's a bookcase with books in the house, teachings about how to speak with God, how to believe. We speak with Him verbally, as with a friend. We speak with Him and rejoice with Him that He created us and gave us the Torah. Blessed are you, God, that you did not make me a non-Jew. Blessed are you, Lord our God, King of the world, who chose us from all the nations and gave us His Torah. Blessed are you, God, who gives the Torah to who? To the Jewish people. The Jewish people. This is a good gift that no one else in the world has. The non-Jews have no Torah. They have no mitzvahs. They have nothing. Only we, the people of Israel, the people of the Torah. Oh, how many good kindnesses God did with me. I was born in a Jewish house with Torah and mitzvahs. As soon as the child is born, immediately his hands are washed. He is Jewish. God commanded us to wash our hands. Blessed are you, God, who sanctified us with the mitzvahs and commanded us to wash our hands. constantly speaking with God. That is all our vitality. Blessed are you, Lord our God, King of the world, who provided me with all my needs. Blessed are you, Lord our God, King of the world, who girds Israel with might. What is might? The Torah is might. One needs to be a mighty one to fulfill the Torah and the mitzvahs. The days of our lives are 70 years, and with might 80 years. I, thank God, am over 100. Thank God I live in great joy. It is a great mitzvah to be joyous, to be joyful always. We have work at all times, every moment. Yisroel is asked if the saying, it is a great mitzvah to be joyful always, is applicable to Tisha B'Av. Yes, always. Also on Tisha B'Av. We have such a Rebbe. There will be so much joy in the time of their true, there will be so much joy in the time of the true redemption. Oh, there will be great joy all over the world. Only the non-Jews will not know about the joy. Thank God we are Jewish, with the Torah and the mitzvahs. Soon the Mashiach will come, and there will be a new world. Everyone, all Israel, all the Jews will want only to serve God, to learn the Torah and guard the Torah and the mitzvahs. Nanach nachma, nachma miyuman, to learn the Torah and guard the Torah and the mitzvahs. Nanach nachma, nachma miyuman, faith and trust. Chapter Faith and Trust. Rabbi Yisroel and the Hasidim, during a trip from the grave of the holy sage of Meir Balanes in Tveria, the place where the holy Petek was found, to the western wall in Yerushalayim. After evening, when everyone was chasing me, after everything, when everyone was chasing me and I suffered what I suffered, such humiliation and lowliness, it is truly a miracle that I held on. And on the other side, the whole city thought that Yisroel Bear was an amazing phenomenon. Yes, I danced in weddings, and people were left without hands and without feet. Everyone looked at my every limb. All the major rabbis in all the city, they saw such dancing. Then they were very amazed, and I would suffer great pain from how they held me to be a tzaddik. It was worse than all the humiliations. In any case, it became a tradition throughout the city that anyone who needed to host some celebration, a wedding, all the wedding couples invited me. The bride and groom and the family asked me to come to the wedding, for they felt that it would be that it would add great joy to the event. So they came to my house and asked me to have mercy on them and come to the wedding to create a joyful atmosphere. I had a lot of anguish from this. The humiliations, that was good. But this I do not want. I don't want to be famous, no. In any case, the issue grew in intensity from day to day, and I became more and more famous in the city, and I had great pain from this, worse than all the humiliations. What do they want from me? So I did this, boy, did this. I saw the position I was in. How does one escape this? What to do? This is a disaster. This is a disaster. This is a disaster. What to do? In short, the thought entered my heart. You have no alternative, only one solution, not to be a chassid in a small city. Oh, what pain I suffered from the fame and the honor. Oh, I do not want to be a chassid in a small city. I need to move to a large city, to Yerushalayim. There, I will not have any respect from the dancing and the reciting of psalms every day. Rבינו said, a chassid in a small city receives attention, honor. Oh, Rבינו said, a chassid in a small city receives attention, honor. So I had advice to leave the small city and go to a big one, to Yerushalayim. Yerushalayim is a big city. I can dance there and be crazy all day and all night, and no one will know. So my place is Yerushalayim. All right. The thought came to me again and again and again. In the end, I decided to leave Tveria for Yerushalayim. I decided only Yerushalayim. Well, this was in my heart, so I said, what can I do? How will I tell my wife? I decided to tell my wife that I wanted to move from Tveria to Yerushalayim. And my wife knew that even in the yeshiva, I did not guard my time well and was constantly traveling to Meron. And they gave me 2 liras per month out of mercy. And if I moved to Yerushalayim, then I would not even have the 2 liras. So she said to me, I will die before I leave Tveria. For she saw that people were impressed by me and were giving me honor. So I said to her again and again, I decided I must leave Tveria for Yerushalayim. So until God had mercy on me, and she understood that I was stubborn beyond any cure, she was obliged to come to Yerushalayim. So we went to Yerushalayim, sold what we had, and went to Yerushalayim. And I also thought going to Yerushalayim is like going to the desert. I don't have a morsel of bread. Here I am in a yeshiva, and I receive 2 liras per month. But in Yerushalayim I won't even have the 2 liras per month. What can come of this? In spite of everything, I strengthened my resolve and left with my wife and our son Nachman, and we went to Yerushalayim. We already had a car. This was in the time of the British. And in Yerushalayim, I came to Rabbi Shlomo Wexler, a friend. He saw me, he blessed me and said to me, thank God that you merited to come to Yerushalayim. Be careful to have faith and trust, not to leave Yerushalayim, faith and trust. Good. Rabbi Shlomo Wexler told me to have faith and trust, but money and dollars he did not give me. He said to me, you did well, faith and trust. But I did not have trust. I wanted to live near the Breslov synagogue on Hebron Street in the old city near the temple. At that time, there were caves and such beauty. At that time, there were caves and such beauty. I mean, the houses were like caves, I think. At that time, there were caves and such beauty. Who can imagine how it was? In any case, God provided me with a room belonging to someone in a courtyard next to the synagogue. I paid him rent, but I did not have food to eat. Then they told me that there was a soup kitchen funded by someone without children, and he gave money for the kitchen to distribute food to poor people, bread and cooked food, not meat, but it was cooked. So I did not have anything to eat, so I went to the kitchen, but there was a line. I was not special. I went and stood on the line, and women came and argued, I'm first, and I came and I stood among women, and I saw the angel of death. I said, Master of the world, what did I do? I came to Yerushalayim to stand among women? In any case, I said, what to do? I have to stand in line among women. What to do? I cannot live like this. Oh, then God had mercy on me. And there was an old man who was my neighbor in the next courtyard. He was poor, and he went every day to receive the bread and the meal. So he suddenly said to me, why should you go and stand on line? I will bring a meal for myself, so give me a container, and I will bring the bread with a container of food for you as well, every day. Oh, I heard this. God had mercy on me. I was saved from the line. He was a simple man, and he liked me, he blessed me, and he had a good life from this mitzvah that he did. He had much joy from bringing me the bread and the meal, and I saw divine kindness in this, and thank God I brought bread to my home and escaped standing in line. This is an awesome story. Thus passed 2.5 years, but we suffered greatly, and I had thoughts, perhaps I should return to Tveria, even though this man brings me bread, but we also need candles for Shabbos, and also milk. In Tveria, all the responsibility was on the wife, and I had 2 liras, and with that I covered everything, and the 2 liras also did not come easily, for I would travel to Yerushalayim and Meron. Then they said, what kind of yeshiva student are you? He does fasts, does mitzvahs, he is an upright person, but he is not a yeshiva student. He does not deserve money. I would come to collect the 2 liras, and the manager of the yeshiva would say to me, this month you were in the yeshiva 3 days. How can you come expecting to receive money? But even so, in Yerushalayim I started to think, perhaps I will return to Tveria. In Yerushalayim, all the weight is on me, and there in Tveria I have 2 liras per month. I said, I will return to Tveria. I explained to Rabbi Shlomo, I cannot bear it. I have decided to return to Tveria. Then Rabbi Shlomo said to me, no, you will have faith and trust, and you won't leave Yerushalayim. He said to me forcefully, but I was clever, quote unquote clever with my reasoning, and I thought that Rabbi Shlomo was nothing. So I did not listen to Rabbi Shlomo and returned to Tveria. At first, I went alone to Tveria to check if they would pay me. Perhaps there was no room in the yeshiva. Afterwards, I came with the family. In any case, it was a miracle that they received me back again at the rate of 2 liras, even 2.5 already, but they agreed to let me return. At first, I went alone, and my wife remained with Nachman. During the time I went to Tveria, my wife and Nachman fell ill with such a lung infection, from which 1 out of 1,000 recovers. And there was a major elderly doctor and professor. He was known in Yerushalayim as an angel, not a doctor, truly an angel, and he revived the dead. And there was a pharmacist in Yerushalayim with a great soul. He had mercy on the sick, and my wife wept before him. My husband went to Tveria, and the child is so sick. So the pharmacist went and brought this angel to my son, and thank God the child recovered from the sickness. But the sickness was so strong that my son suffered the rest of his life from shortened breath. Yes, and I returned from Tveria to Yerushalayim to bring my wife and child. And my wife told me, do you know what happened to Nachman? He almost died. Alright, I returned to Tveria, and I saw that the words of Rabbi Shlomo, that he had not given me dollars, only faith and trust. Oh, I had been clever, and I did not accept this, so I endured such suffering from my children. Oh, if only I had listened to Rabbi Shlomo. If I had lived in Yerushalayim, I would little by little have moved have moved to a larger apartment, and the children would have married and studied in yeshivas. But I lost it all. I saw that I had not done a good thing. Rabbi Shlomo had screamed and shaken and said, "You will pay the price. You will regret this all the days of your life. Only faith and trust, and only Yerushalayim. Don't leave Yerushalayim for Tveria. Only faith and trust." Until this day I regret about Rabbi Shlomo. I ignored him. I was strong in my decision and said, I want the responsibility to be on the wife, not on me. Rabbi Shlomo does not give me money. He gives me faith and trust. Rabbi Shlomo does not give me money. He gives me faith and trust. And Rabbi Shlomo shook and shouted at me with such screams and anger and condemnation. Only Yerushalayim, only Yerushalayim. I said, what? Does he give me dollars? Does he give me money? He tells me only faith and trust. So I did not listen to him and returned to Tveria and suffered what I suffered in the matter of the children. Well, I told you a good story. I did not tell it all. Well, I told you a good story. I did not tell it all. Well, if I had been in Yerushalayim, who knows if you would be here today? Who knows if we would be now in Bnei Brak? I left my children. Now I have other children. And the Petik came after I left Yerushalayim. Then I had still not received the Petik. The Petik was after I returned from Yerushalayim to Tveria. Nanach nachmo, nachmo miyuman. Nanach nachmo, nachmo miyuman. Nanach nachmo, nachmo miyuman. Nanach nachmo, nachmo miyuman. Chapter Flowing River. Rabbi Yisroel and his followers at the yahrzeit of the godly sage Rabbi Shimon Ba'echoi that is celebrated every year in Lag BaOmer in Iran. Rabbi Yisroel Kaduna lived in Hebron. He left his wife and children, and suddenly he came from Hebron to Tveria and found Yisroel Ber Odessa in Tveria, and it caused an uproar throughout the world. It ignited a fire that blazed to the heavens. Yisroel Ber became a Breslover, and Rabbi Yisroel Kaduna is dangerous. Oh, already too. Rabbi Yisroel Kaduna and Yisroel Ber. This is a great danger to the whole world. Fear fell on them, on all the major and well-known opposers. We were two against all the rabbis, against all the leaders too. I and Rabbi Yisroel Kaduna, we formed a partnership, two Breslovers. There was no other like it in all of Israel. And the whole world was opposed to Breslov, the whole world. And we were only two against the whole world. There was already a strong bond created between us, and it caused such wonders. We were together for several years in Meron, just Rabbi Yisroel and I. Then people did not come to Meron, for there was no money and there was famine. We had a key to the chamber of Rabbi Shimon, and I and Rabbi Yisroel were in Meron for several years. Nanach nachmo, nachmo miyuman. Nanach nachmo, nachmo miyuman. We had a key to the chamber of Rabbi Shimon, and I and Rabbi Yisroel were in Meron for several years. Also, Rבינו was in Meron. Rבינו said, if I had lived in the time of Rabbi Shimon, I also would have been a novelty. Rבינו revealed a secret, a great secret, Nanach. Now there is Nanach, Nachmo, Nachmo miyuman, and he revealed the secret of Rabbi Shimon Ba'echoi. He had a teaching. Rabbi Shimon is holy city, not holy city, holy angel. Oh, maybe holy city? I think holy angel. That descended from heaven, whose initials spell Shimon. And now there is the flowing river, source of wisdom. The initials spell Nachman. Rabbi Shimon receives from me. Rבינו revealed that he is hinted at in this passage from the scriptures. Flowing river, source of wisdom, in Mishlei, Proverbs. And he flows and flows and flows, a source of wisdom, such wisdom that was never before in the world. No one knew at all how to interpret this. Now it has been revealed in the world that there is Rבינו. We had not seen or heard any tzaddik who had such things. Now there is the flowing river, source of wisdom, that he himself is the river, and that through him the Torah will not be forgotten from Israel, and that through him the Torah will not be forgotten from Israel. In brackets, footnote, this was originally a saying about Rabbi Shimon, end of brackets. Through him, the Torah will not be forgotten. He will draw all of the people of Israel and all the world to God and to the Torah. He can repair and heal and renew the whole world entirely. The foundation and the root of all the tzaddikim of the Torah, of all the tzaddikim of the Torah, is Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. And Rabbeinu Rabbi Nachman, the foundation and the root of all the tzaddikim of the Torah, is Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai and Rabbeinu Rabbi Nachman. Rabbeinu is above and beyond all the tzaddikim, all of them. Such light was never before in the world. Rabbi Shimon is hinted at in the verse, holy city or holy angel that descended from heaven. And now there is already Nanach Nachmu, Nachma Miyuman, only now, in the time of the redemption, has Rabbeinu begun to reveal himself in the world. Without any actions, through his own power he is spreading. Rabbeinu revealed that his name is Nanach Nachmu, Nachma Miyuman. This is a wondrous matter that no one, of which even the tzaddikim know nothing. There are no words to express. Never before was there a novelty like this in the world. This is new. All the world do not know even a bit from Rabbeinu. Only very holy tzaddikim who merited to draw close to Rabbeinu and gave him everything, and he revealed hidden things to them, such secrets that had never before been revealed in the world. Rabbeinu had Rabbi Nosson. He had a student. He was a student of Rabbeinu. He was a student of Rabbeinu, and he merited to see and to comprehend the matter of Rabbeinu more than all the world. He was really ... There is no other Rebbe and student like them. There never was. Such a Rebbe and student like Rabbeinu and Rabbi Nosson had never before been in the world since the creation. There was nothing like this, Rabbeinu said. Only Rabbi Nosson and Rabbi Naftali know about me. But the main one was Rabbi Nosson. Rabbi Naftali was a genius and a tzaddik, yes. And Rabbi Nosson was with Rabbeinu as one. And Rabbi Nosson was with Rabbeinu as one. Rabbi Nosson publicized a drop from the sea of Rabbeinu, and for this they wanted to kill him. Rabbi Nosson was in great danger, for he was one against the whole world. Everyone said, Breslov? No, Breslov is forbidden. And Rabbi Nosson said, never before was there anything like Rabbeinu. All that we know from Rabbeinu is nothing, not even a drop from the sea. I am not exaggerating. Only Rabbi Nosson knew from Rabbeinu. He was alone out of all the generation. Nosson and Rabbi Nachman. We need to publicize in all the newspapers throughout the world what is Rabbeinu. Rabbeinu said in his discourses, I am the river which purifies from all the stains, from all the cravings. So all the world is crazy. There's a river like this, and they ignore it? No tzaddik ever said words like these. He purifies us. No tzaddik ever said words like these. The Mashiach will give a commentary on Lekita Maran. All the sages, all of them will be totally annulled in the face of Rabbeinu. All of them go crazy. All the Torah leaders, all of them will be annulled facing words like these. Whoever saw words like these? Every word of Rabbeinu contains the entire Torah. Just one word from the Sepirim Asius rises above everything, above all the Torah, above all the wisdoms. One word. Never before was there such a wonder like this in the world. Whoever said such a thing, that he would rectify the entire world? Rabbeinu himself said, there are diseases that are impossible to cure, even sick people like these. There are diseases that are impossible to cure. Even sick people like these, I can heal entirely. This is still nothing compared to the claim of Rabbeinu that he will give a rectification to everyone, a complete rectification, not an average one. A complete rectification, not an average one. Rabbeinu will rectify the whole world. Every word of his will be a rectification to the whole world, to all the wicked, all the heretics. They will return to God and they will learn the Kitamaran night and day. There are more secrets like these that cannot be spoken about. They are beyond words. Above everything, I suffered for several years. I was thought of as a crazy man, and everyone, all the children, threw garbage and stones at me. It was a great humiliation. I accepted it all, yes. If I am living, I do not know. If I am living, I do not know. What I suffered is above nature. I accepted it all, yes. If I am living, I do not know. What I suffered is above nature. I am not the man that I was. Today I am old, but new. I was strong. I prayed with all my might, and the noise of my prayers, it annulled everyone, all the opposers, only to hear such voices. And also there's much more to say, to relate, but I cannot speak. The world knows nothing. They still don't know a thing. I'm very regretful of all the time I was not near Rabbi Shimon. What else is there for me to do in the world? I and Rabbi Yisroel were constantly at the grave of Rabbi Shimon, and I should have continued to be by Rabbi Shimon. Rabbi Shimon and his son Eliezer. Rabbi Shimon and his son Eliezer, such holy tzaddikim, and we merit to be by their graves. I heard for many years that this place is holy of holies. We cannot comprehend or know anything of what this is. It is holy of holies. All of the surrounding area is holy of holies. All of the surrounding area is holy of holies. It all has the holiness of the grave itself. All of the surrounding areas is holy of holies. It all has the holiness of the grave itself. All of the surrounding area is holy of holies. It all has the holiness of the grave itself. It is all one. Yerushalayim with the tzaddik and the temple, all one. It is all one. Yerushalayim with the tzaddik and the temple, all one. We are here. Rabbi Shimon is also here. All the region is Rabbi Shimon. There are amazing matters it is forbidden to speak about. Impossible. In any case, from now, know that my place is only Miron, by Rabbi Shimon. I cast away Tzfas and the whole world, only Miron, Rabbi Shimon. I want to be in some place in Miron where nobody will know I am there. They should not know I am with Rabbi Shimon in Miron as I was with Rabbi Yisroel. My place is not anywhere else, only by Rabbi Shimon in Miron. There was a story here in Miron, in the big synagogue by Rabbi Shimon. There was such a miracle. I heard from people that there was a miracle of the revival of the dead. A child fell from a high tower, a small child, and the building was very high, and he fell from the roof and died. In that time there were tzaddikim, and they told all the congregation to leave the synagogue, and thus it was. No one remained except the dead child alone, and he came to life. He experienced revival of the dead. I heard this from people who saw it, and the wonders of Rבינו are even greater. And the wonders of Rבינו are even greater, saba laughs. When Rבינו came to the land of Israel, he came with his first student, and he came to the holy grave of Rabbi Shimon. Then Rabbi Shimon asked Rבינו, "Me, Ron, who is Ron? Who?" Rבינו said to him, "I am Ron, Rabbi Nachman, Ron." In brackets, Ron are the Hebrew initials for Rabbi Nachman. Nachma miyuman, Miron. Who is Ron? Rבינו said, "Who is Ron? I am, Rabbi Nachman." Who is Ron? Rabbi Nachman, me. Nachman miyuman.